up, guys?
Oh,
You.
man, that's
Good,
that was good, man.
Y'all never know what's gonna play. The panel.
I
Never
love
knows,
that
guys.
movie, by the way.
They
That
Live
movie's awesome.
It's a
Yeah,
documentary.
so dope.
It's a documentary. But I digress. So what's up, guys? Let's go around real quick. We got a few people missing in action. I'm gonna debit their accounts. Chica's on Xbox. Nobody friend her. I'm unfriending her as we speak. But yeah, what's up, JD? What's going on?
Yo, what is up, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Waypoint Gaming Podcast, man. It's good to see Caliber Killer, Lord Brandon up in here. Well, Della, partner, you know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hell Monkey,
Going down.
Squid in the building, man.
Oh man, we got A-list up in here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey,
A-list. That's what's
you
up.
guys are awesome, man. But yeah, I just got back from cooking burgers for my command for our little 4th of July, little breakaway weekend party.
Oh, I love food.
I got seen for my ACL surgery, so I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that just yet. What else
Nice.
I do today? Pretty much, man. I've been playing Guilty Gear Strive, man. As you can see in the background, console exclusive, but it's a pretty good fighting game. It's been out for a long time.
I had to say that, huh?
Man.
You know,
Just
some of our viewers are in the cloud. Okay, nah, just playing.
Yeah, I just gotta say that. I purchased Rainbow Six Siege on Stadia with the sale. Haven't got around to playing that just yet. But,
Nice.
checking it out now.
That's what's up, man. We got that rundown. What's up, Keith? What's going on?
What up? What up? What up? You know, I'm just here at the store. You know, man in the man in the counter. You know.
Nice.
Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese. Hold on, Poppy. Yeah, you know, just been playing a lot of what have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of everything, dog. I did some repurchasing with the Steam sale, so catching back up to Avengers, to get ready for Black Panther, bro.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, and then Division 2, I'm still on that heavy. I love my 2K. I'll never leave it. And then just doing a lot of testing on the Xbox cloud gaming.
Yes.
Comparing, contrasting, and interesting findings.
Nice. And that's a great segue to our guest who specializes in testing. Game Tech Planet. I call him GTP. I'm an acronym guy.
GTP.
Yeah, GTP in the house.
Easiest.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. Just introduce yourself, and maybe someone doesn't know who you are, because I got a lot of other people on my channel that aren't in like gaming really, because I do other stuff, so they might be interested in your content. Take it away, sir.
Absolutely. It's great to be here. It's always surreal when you get to show up on a show that you always like watch and check out. One day you're chilling in the chat, the next day you're getting invited to come on. So really cool. I appreciate it. For anybody that doesn't know, Game Tech Planet, channel I have, also Twitter for at Game Tech Planet on Twitter. A lot of testing. It's all console, cloud, and PC, and pretty much I don't even get to game anymore. I record games, I zoom in, I look, I test, I record, I make videos in between my real life work, family, and that. It's like getting real time to game is difficult. But this week's been a lot of cloud because we've got Siege that we're looking at in different places. I've jumped back in some Outriders because they've made changes there, and just a lot of xCloud as well, or Xbox Cloud Gaming. Testing out every game I possibly can on there right now to see how it's running. So
Awesome. I love it. I personally love it. And this show, we're all a part of the Consumer Waypoint, a group of guys on there. You can find us on Twitter, and I check out all these guys' work. It's amazing. And then Game Tech Planet, for me, it's just great because I'm like, I don't have time to buy all these systems. And for me to make a wise purchase, I'm like, should I get PC? Is it okay for cloud? So yeah, I've been watching for a while. I had no idea that he knew about Stadia, but I knew about your channel a while back. I used to, because it shows up in the search. I'm just like, let me see this comparison and stuff like that. But no, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, supposedly you make enough videos, you start showing up in search, so it's good.
Yeah. So somebody actually commented on a video. I think it was EA, how to combine your EA with the Stadia account. I made a video about that. It's like a minute long, and somebody was like, "Thanks."
Yeah.
I made it months ago. I was like, "Cool, it's out there." All right, what's up, chat? Let me shout out the chat real quick. Squids, Ray, Rodella, Caliber
Ray,
Killer,
what up?
Hell Monkey,
Hey, Ray.
And I got a lot
Shout
of
out to
lurkers,
Squids.
baby. I love y'all. Thanks for lurking.
Squids, we'll get on Div 2, man. We got to get on it.
Div 2,
Double
let's do
XP week, bro. Double XP.
I might need that. All right. Perfect. Perfect.
You definitely need that, bro.
I need to get on that.
You need all the XP you can get, dog.
I need that, man. That's just that game. But let's see. All right, cool. So, quick little icebreaker, and for the chat, I made a video today. You know, I got a plug too. Come on, man. We gotta eat here. But listen, I made a video about cloud gaming prices too high. Obviously, come on. This is YouTube. I put cloud gaming prices are horrible, right? Listen. I don't mean horrible. Come on. It's YouTube. Algorithms. Come on. So I know somebody called me out about the titles, but you know, I just put that in there. Do you guys think, just quick answer, because that could be, what do you guys think? Are they too high, or is it just publisher, that old publisher has to do the price? Is it too high or not?
For what platform?
What? No, well, any.
There's only one platform you're buying cloud games on, and you're buying a title that's getting up there in age, maybe, and then you're celebrating it like a new release, and then charging new release prices. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's a fair price, and I don't think it's fair to a consumer to hide the experience behind a paywall. Like, yeah, that's my view. That's my take. Like, to pay for 4K, if I could get that locally, and you know, you buy a hard copy of a game, you have the ability to play it to its highest fidelity, without it being behind a paywall.
Okay. All right. Cool. It's just a quick thing. There's no right or wrong.
That's just my view. Yeah, for me. Before y'all defenders come into my Twitter, for me,
I don't mind it. I love discourse. JD, what you think?
I think cloud gaming prices is fair for right now. Just because we're trying to get everybody to test it out and try it out, and it's hard to pull people away from local hardware to try something new. And so what comes with that is like a lower, and try to have like this low entry point or prices. Like, you got Game Pass, $1 three months promo. That's a great trial, test and see promo price. You got PlayStation Now doing $1 trials.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to interrupt, but like purchasing though, like actual purchasing. Do you think that's fair? It says it right there, dog. It says it right there.
It was just an icebreaker. I'll open a can of worms.
But you're right. Yeah, it depends on who you are as a gamer. Right? Because you got the dad gamers, lapsed gamers.
True. Yes, sir.
True.
Jojo, what's up? All right.
So what's GTP think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I mean, honestly, when I saw your title for that video earlier today, I was like, what has Rick Tone done? Oh, people are going to be coming for him on this one with cloud gaming prices. You had some really good points in that video, and to keep it short for you, as short as I can, the truth of the matter is, it's a two-sided coin. If the games are full price on cloud, that is, it's more fair for the developers and for the platform itself, because somebody's going to have to take that hit, and there might be more incentive to bring games if they're the same price they can get anywhere else. The other side of that coin is, as you were saying in your video, the experience on cloud is still hit or miss for a lot of people, and getting games cheaper could be a nice incentive to come in, but then you're also admitting that the experience isn't as good, so they might not come over or get in anyway. So we're talking about a really tricky thing when it comes to full price versus not full price for new releases in the cloud, and what people are going to think about and how they want to purchase those.
Right. Well said. I agree with that. Thanks for watching too. Okay, so let me just defend that video. Really, it was kind of open. It wasn't necessarily like you're wrong if you think. None of my content is ever like that. I never have a content that says you're wrong if you think different than me. I'm just not built like that, right? I love to hear different opinions because I learn. But for me, I'm just looking at it as a strategist, there's times where I think of things as a strategist and a consumer. Like the devs, I want them to make as much money as possible. I love video games. I'm obviously here talking about video games, right? I love it, and I want them to make money to make more. But at the same time, I want cloud gaming to succeed, and I want Stadia to succeed. So I kind of think like a strategist, and I might do stuff with my heart sometime where I'm like, hey, let me make this super cheap because I just want people to try it. Because when I did that interview with Chica and just people on the street, they're like, yeah, I know about Stadia. They're like, ooh, what about these game prices? It's like one of the top 5 things. So I was just thinking about it more like a way to get people in, but you know, but it's not a right or wrong. It really isn't a right or wrong thing. It's just I like to gauge people. That's literally it. But I appreciate that. But y'all gonna let me know what y'all think. Is it you know, whatever is too high, whatever.
Squid says he thinks the prices are fair,
and that's
you just gotta win the sales. Yep,
that's a great answer as well. You know, because it got me back into pro. I got the pro because I need to buy some of those games. So that was great.
What'd you buy?
I'm gonna buy all of them. I just put on the pro quick because to get my son one of the games. I needed something for my son or something like that. I can't
you probably needed SpongeBob. You probably need SpongeBob.
It's on the pro. Yeah, I keep it for him and Ari in the season of the. But I'm gonna buy all the $10 stuff. I don't need to look. Buy. I love that. That was why I made. That was the impetus to make my video. It was like, I seen the Discord explode. People that haven't played Stadia in months, like, yo, I grabbed this, I grabbed that, and it just to me was like, yo, you know, I think that's a good thing. That's all.
If you're a savvy shopper, if you're a savvy shopper, and you're talking about, you know, cloud gaming, and I don't have to buy a console, you're automatically should be on the hunt for those sales, looking for sales, game sales.
I agree. Yeah. This
you like sales?
This is an open thing.
Have you heard of Steam, sir? Steam got a crazy sale, like crazy.
Yeah, 750 games GFN. Yeah. And GFN, yeah, they have a good model already because of Steam sales, but it kind of makes sense where it's like you don't. That's why you don't hear a lot of hate on GFN and those other cloud gaming platforms, because it's like, you know, okay, I spent $2 for it. You don't really care, but it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. A never-ending discussion, really. But that was cool.
Yeah.
So let's jump into some of the small topics. Usually JD reads them or kind of talks about them. Then we can all weigh in. Chat can weigh in. Take it away, JD.
Yeah, man. So one of the big news is Sony goes out and buys Housemarque Studios. Housemarque Studios, the makers of Returnal, and they had a close relationship with them for a long time. A lot of people was just kind of like, that's the same. You know, it was already first party studios. It makes sense. So, what are you guys' thoughts on PlayStation, Sony picking up that game?
Smart, and anybody snatching up content right now is smart, especially with things going the way they're going.
That was my answer.
Sorry.
No, that's all I gotta say. It's smart. I've been saying that. I get beaten up all the time when I say Stadia should buy studios. So not on here, but like Reddit and other stuff. What do you think?
Reddit is so.
Yeah. Buying studios is going to get you content quicker than starting from the ground up. And, you know, as long as we don't run out of third-party studios, as long as we always have that independent developer out there and all that kind of stuff, it's great for everybody to really buy up what you can. I haven't seen anybody match the Bethesda purchase yet, but, you know, we're getting there.
Yeah. Okay. Rodella said it's just going to be Sony news.
No,
Sony
he knows I do Xbox.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, Maker of Chaos said the mega sale was for a mega low amount of games. Shout out to the jokes, man. I love jokes.
I've been seeing that. Let me comment on that real quick because I saw some stuff on Twitter. Everybody will remain nameless, but I just felt like it wasn't fair because someone said that, right? They weren't being a a troll or nothing. They were just saying, you know, they wanted more games, but they said it in a, you know, just a way because it's not a million characters on Twitter, and people were saying he's complaining, and I just wrote, I was like, well, come on tonight because you can say what you think. It's okay. It's just an opinion. And I kind of looked and I was like, man, it is only 6 games. His comment kind of helped me because I'm like, why am I jumping up? It's like, your summer sale usually like 30 games or something like that, where you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough money. So it's not detracting. He's just saying he's a consumer. He would like more games. So I think we're all in this community that's very niche. We can't cannibalize each other. Like,
right.
You can't find 100 people talking about cloud gaming. So if you do, just respect other people. And it wasn't outlandish, but to each their own on Twitter. That's a whole nother animal.
Yeah. I'm gonna save the next studio later because GTP can get into that as we go along.
Oh yeah, yep.
Xbox is the official console of Battlefield 2042. My initial thoughts was about time. I thought during the 360 era when 360 had Call of Duty, that PlayStation was probably going to pick up Battlefield, but then PS4 happened and they picked up Call of Duty instead. So I've been waiting on Xbox to pick up Battlefield since that era. So I just thought it was a natural thing to happen since Sony continued with the Call of Duty marketing. What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna get a special edition Series X or X, probably special controllers. Maybe Game Pass.
Marketing and gear and all the stuff you see when one system's backing a game or whatever. And as soon as I saw the Battlefield announcement, the gameplay reveal was going to be at the Xbox event. Just kind of sealed up, knowing that that's kind of where their ties lie right now. Like you said, back in 360 days, we had all the Call of Duty stuff first. We had the maps first. We had all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of swapped around now.
Yeah, those ones. It's it wasn't like it didn't jump out at me, that story. I don't really love those type of stuff where the game just has more features or something. But hey, it's business, Then someone else would, maybe Stadia does something else, or PlayStation does something else to bolster a certain game. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that ultimately, rather than like a full exclusive. Or rather, tell me why I should buy it on your platform. So it's a win-win for consumers because it'll affect another platform some way positively.
Yeah, don't get it twisted, everybody. All these companies are out for your bottom dollar, man. Like that. You know what I'm saying? So they did it, man, for Battlefield. So you want all the first maps and exclusive stuff, you're gonna have to go to Xbox first. And if you want Call of Duty exclusive maps, you're gonna have to go to PlayStation first. That's just what it is.
Yep, that's what it is.
If you want to cheat, you go to PC. No. Didn't you say that earlier?
No, it's true, it is so true. I'm sorry. If you want to cheat, you do go to PC. I'm sorry. I don't cheat in PvP. I like cheats just to play games real quick.
Oh, man. Really hilarious, man. Next set of news, man. Real small, real quick. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Not only has it been rated, it has been announced.
Della, where you at?
I mean, with that extra islands DLC, whatever. Hey man, go enjoy that.
That's
August.
dope.
Yeah,
and just add another bit of more life to that game, right? Did you hear the news about your boy though? Is that in the notes?
Which one? What do you?
Which one?
TC, what's up?
I know it's not within line, but Hideo Kojima. Oh, you didn't hear about Kojima today?
I saw him like posting stuff about Metal Gear Solid or something earlier in the day.
Nah, bro.
Break the news, Key.
So they got a standing agreement right now. As long as Microsoft meets the criteria, Kojima's gonna be developing something with Microsoft.
Wow, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
You couldn't put that into topics, man.
I didn't see it, man.
Hi, Rick. I'm running a whole story.
It's cool. Nah, that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Coffee don't serve itself, man.
That's interesting right there. All right, cool. What do you think, GTP?
Yeah, I heard that too. Kojima is going to be making something exclusive for Xbox, which is pretty cool. Ghost of Tsushima is the only issue. Every time PlayStation does something for like a next-gen game, the only problem I have is they always want more money. Rather than on Xbox, the upgrades, I've never had to worry about paying. When the One X came out, it was free upgrades to get to that level. When the Series X and S came out, it's been free upgrades to get to that level, minus a couple of games. I play PlayStation a lot as well, but the moves they've been making lately just do not feel really, you know, consumer friendly the way that we tend to focus on things, and they're always like money grabbing for more, whether it be cross-play, next-gen titles, upgrades, and things like that. So I've been a little bit bothered by Sony's practices lately, but still going to be playing PlayStation and stuff, but I need to see some changes over there.
I agree. I'm not even like a console war guy. If anybody knows me, I'm just consumer about me and my family and what's good for them. But looking at it from the outside, it makes me reluctant to join Sony, because I always hear these stories and they're backed up in the truth that it's just always something nefarious, like, oh, let's pay for this and remake. Rodella jokes about it all the time, but it's really true. But for me as a consumer, I'm gonna keep my hands off until maybe like a cloud version of PS Now, like if that becomes more available and I could buy games off a store. Other than that, I'm probably staying away from PlayStation, which is sad because they got great games.
So you saying that it's okay for Destiny 2 to rebuy those games?
No,
extra DLC for $30, and they have a side story.
That's the wrong one. I've been very outspoken on Destiny 2, and I feel it's a cash grab, and that's why I like receipts, man. Go to that Discord. I put Destiny 2 cash grab. You know, as much as I love that people play and enjoy it in the Discord, but it's a cash grab, and I stay away from those things. Because I feel like you got to do what's right for the consumer. But Destiny does some stuff too. But PlayStation, I'm just saying, I'm just not going to jump in because of things like that. It's not like I'm going to preach that. I wouldn't even make a video on that. It's just, for me personally, I'm not going to make a purchase there until I start seeing the Xbox moves kind of make PlayStation get more consumer friendly. That just my opinion, nothing slight to the platform.
Ooh, TC Gamer Dad, man, thanks for joining
us. Guys.
Hey, game dad, you see
that?
He
had a rough day up in there.
He's about to
go in. It's got to work, man. You know how it is.
What do you think? What do you think about the PlayStation thing? The Ghost of Tsushima, some remake, and now it's more money. Just,
I'm not a Sony fan, so I mean, it's well documented. It's like, I understand companies want to make money. It's just something about what they do kind of irks you, you know? I don't know what it is. Maybe you can enlighten me, JD, but I just never really been a fan of them. Like, going back to their proprietary everything, like it just wouldn't adopt, you know? They they wanted to squeeze everything out of you. Like, come on, you tell me you can't do an SD card just like everybody? No, they have to have their own. It's just like having remember the PSP?
Yeah.
That was like a nightmare. It wouldn't take a regular memory card. It's just typical Sony, man. I will not be back in that company. I just...
Yeah, well, consumer, man. That's what he thinks.
Treat me better as a consumer. I'm sorry. I don't need your shiny PS5.
All right, don't go back and forth.
I'm not going back and forth.
Hey, somebody asked me a question. Sorry. When people ask questions, I'd like to go to them. It said, what do you think of Phoenix Rising? I like it. I'm going to buy it. My son's playing the demo. I just literally didn't physically purchase it yet. But I'm setting up his account. He's 5, so I got to do everything. But he plays Phoenix Rising. Like, I can't believe how smart kids are. Like, he's literally playing it. Like, getting to spots on the map. I'm like, go here. He'll go there. It's amazing. So yeah, I love it. I played the demo. I think it's great. WB. Welcome, WB.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome, sir. And you know what you do, WB? You just hit that subscribe button, baby.
Hit that boy.
We're trying to catch up to GTP, man. Almost near that 7 mark now. Last time I checked,
the grind, man. It's real.
6,000 something, baby. But yeah. So yeah, I do like the game, man. I do like the game. All right, what's the next topic?
And this is AV1, the 8K video codec coming soon to streaming service.
I saw this. This takes a lot more like research and diving into it, but
speculation right now.
Well, I mean, some of it's being used through YouTube somehow. You can go into settings, but I like stuff like this. To me, okay, Google is not gonna have information that we're gonna just really feed off of, right? So it's just for us to kind of speculate, like, ooh, are we getting 8K? Like, is this possible? So if I'll link the article, I'll link the article so chat can go over it. But it's just saying it's possible and it's easier to stream. It's lowering the standards and it's open source. So, but all the big companies are on it. So GTP, what do you think? I know you didn't get to go into it, but what do you think, just off of what I'm saying?
Oh, I love tech. I mean, that's one of my biggest passions. We're not there yet for 8K. We're getting there as far as like the possibilities are there, but like there's a lot of people that still can't handle 4K. We're also dealing with, at least in the US, I don't know about a lot of other areas in the world, but data caps are still a really big thing. I just a couple of months ago finally got off of my data caps, because the amount of testing I can do here, you can imagine it was getting really expensive, the overages they'll charge you when you go over a terabyte, and I'm at like 5-6 terabytes a month. So 8K, I mean, I'm only doing 1080p and 4K and using 5 terabytes a month. We jump to 8K, it's going to be ridiculous. So the codec, yeah, it's coming, and that tech is coming. It's going to be awesome. Netflix is going to want to do 8K. Stadia maybe one day. Xbox, everybody will get there, but we are nowhere close. Like, it's not in the near future that I would think.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I'm with you on that. But me, I love speculation, man. I like to feed off the speculation and get excited, because a lot of the time the product itself is not as good as the excitement. But that's a part of being a consumer. I don't have a dog in the fight. It's a long way. We'll see. I wouldn't be only person I'm not surprised if Xbox comes out and says 8K tomorrow. That's just the way they're moving. Who knows?
The 8K TV companies focused heavily on their upscaling features this time around when they jumped from 4K to 8K for that reason. We are years away from that real 8K content.
Yep, agreed. All right. Ooh, man, we are so good on time. Give that last news, because I know GTP would be great with his expertise, right? I think we're at the last small topic.
Yeah, the last small topic. Stuff that GTP is really good at, man. But PlayStation acquires Nexus Software. They're the developer of a lot of PC ports. It's a bunch of games going over to PC, and so Sony focusing on some type of PC strategy, whether that be PS Now, updating that service for PC, or just porting over their first-party exclusives to PC. Something that's definitely going on for them to pick up a well-established development team for PC. So what do you guys think about that?
I want Spider-Man. I want Spider-Man, goddammit. Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah, it's good news. I'm not buying no PS5. Like, that's the only game I would have bought a PS5 for. And if Spider-Man comes to PC, I might actually give Sony some money. So it's a smart move. They're getting customers that they wouldn't necessarily have. And also, you got to think about a lot of other places in the world, like India. The consumer there is not going to buy a console, right? They're gonna buy a computer that the whole house can use for multi-purpose, right? Also, I don't know how the infrastructure's out there, but I'm sure cloud is a ways away from being, what we want it to be. So you're opening up more avenues by selling games on PC, and that's why everybody's trying to diversify how they deliver content.
Agreed. Good point. What do you think, Game Tech?
Yeah, Sony's going to need to combat Xbox soon, and while they are behind where they're headed, I think there's going to be at least a 2-point thing to this. PC games have to come. Xbox did the crossplay thing. They owned Windows. That was easy. So PlayStation's got to do it another way by bringing those games to PC through Steam or Epic or whatever the case may be. Like we got Horizon Zero Dawn and other games. So I think getting a team ready for more PC ports plus upgrading PS Now and getting that where it needs to be would be at least the 2 points they go for. Their third point's going to be revamping their subscription model, and then bang, you got something similar to Xbox but with Sony exclusives and games and PS Now and that type of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The one thing though, not ragging on Sony or nothing. I don't think that they're gonna make it so simple. I just feel like they're gonna do something where it's like, oh, it's a premium.
For complicating something.
Like
So
it's 720p for $15.99. Then if you want 1080, it's like I could see something coming, but that's why I'm praying for more competition. That they're like, okay, we got to get this out. I would give Sony so much money, but I don't want to buy like a PS5. But if I could play on the cloud, I don't care if it hits you. It's a single player. I'll take it. Lag, I'll take it.
I would have to say it's pretty compelling, or exciting to think about some of the PS or PlayStation exclusive being on PC. I think, like you said, I'm probably not gonna spend $500 on a PS5, but to have the ability to play some of their games, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, on your PC is compelling to me. And if they can streamline that, it would be a reason to invest in their ecosystem. But I don't know. Like you, Rick, I'm pretty skeptical. Like, are they gonna make it easy for me? Like, I want to buy the games. Make it easy for me. Okay, I'll give you $60 or 70.
You know what? I know what it was gonna be. You have to have a PS5 to access it. That's it. I'm telling you, that's what it's gonna be. Remember, I said that here first. That's what it's gonna be. Prediction.
Yeah.
PS5
I definitely
owners.
agree with you guys, man. That Sony can complicate things. I think remote play gets lost in the conversation when we're talking about streaming, which is another way. If you've been gaming on PlayStation and you got all your titles, PS4 to PS5, you can play that on your Android phone. You can remote play that from the cloud to your Android phone, to your Vita if you still got one, to your PC. And I think because they didn't bundle or repackage PS Now and remote play, that just gets lost in the messaging of what all Sony has available for cloud gaming. Because if you got all of your PS4 games and you got PS Now, that's almost as similar to Game Pass in a certain sense, because now you got your first party games that you purchase. You can remote play them through the cloud anywhere, but they do need to repackage that and get that messaging out there. The messaging and just kind of how they structure stuff.
Yeah.
It's lost.
Because I only hear you talk about remote play. I forgot PlayStation has
It
that.
exists.
Yeah, only you. JD's the only one I hear say that.
it's an underrated feature for PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah.
They both stream games great from your console and remote play to PC and phones and all that kind of stuff. But every time I mention it to somebody, they have no idea it exists.
I used Xbox remote play before. This was way before Stadia. That's why I was ready for the cloud. I was one of those Dropbox users. Like, people didn't know what that was. I was one of the first people because I always DJ'd. I played a lot of music for people. So just nightmares of losing hardware. I've been trying to get to the cloud for 10 years now. So I used to use the remote play for Xbox. I gotta try it again. It was horrendous when I tried it back then.
Yeah, when I tried it, it was pretty bad.
But this is years ago though.
Yo, Kiefer, when we did
it worked. Before that, the streaming was horrible. Series X and S handle that. Really, really
Okay. Yeah. This is like Xbox One. Yeah. I'll try it tonight. Definitely.
Kiefer, to answer your question, yeah, when we did the Call of Duty Warzone, I was remote playing.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was remote
What's
playing.
up? That's why you could put on your armor.
Yeah. I could put on my armor, man.
Inside joke. Hey, man. Something was off, man. The UI. Eddie Player One. Yeah.
Eddie Player One in the building.
Me and Eddie were going at it, man. My latest video, he disagreed. We went at it like two men, man. Two champions, man. Jabs here. I got him like this. It was a draw, man. It was a draw.
Come on, man.
It was a draw. Yeah, it was a draw. We both got $10 million. Put it like that. Nah, it was great. I love it. Eddie had some great points I gotta look into, but I love it. And he has a great podcast as well. Usually,
Yeah, go check
by the
out
time,
Eddie, man.
yeah, check out Eddie's channel. Yes. By the time I'm done, I always catch their podcast. All right, cool.
Sure.
So let's
main topics,
baby.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. You said Xbox Cloud Gaming, Rick. You put that in there.
I'm sorry. Oh, you faded out.
You cutting that out?
Yeah, volume.
I'm out.
But okay. Oh yeah. This is just wide ranging. Xbox Cloud Gaming because now it's up to the masses, right? Hit to the masses. So I could actually check it out myself. I know it's probably less views for Game Tech Planet because I'm always like checking like how good is the Xbox stuff because I invested in a Series X, so I'm always checking how the XCloud stuff. But I could never use it myself. So I finally got to use it. I'll give my quick thoughts and I'll jump to y'all. It worked for me. I wasn't blown away, but it's a caveat. It doesn't say it's for the Mac yet. I'm using it on the browser, so I don't think it's optimized. I always let that known. Not trying to fool anyone. Like I'm not using it what they're saying. I'm just trying to do a workaround just to see. On Wi-Fi, everything's on Wi-Fi. I really need to get an Ethernet stuff, but everything I do is on Wi-Fi. So it was a lot of input lag for me. But in the Discord, I got a lot of tips and stuff. So I'm not gonna make a lot of like swings or like hot takes. Like, oh, it's better than this, and pretty much it was okay. It was okay for me. I'll put it like that. I would rate it out of 10 at an 8, a solid 8 for me. What do you guys
PlayStation
think?
guy?
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it.
Haven't tried
I haven't
it.
tried XCloud.
Really?
No, I haven't had a chance to. But I'll probably try it out this week.
Yeah. But I mean, my kind of 2 cents is that I tried it. I played Destiny 2 on it. It's certainly not ready to get out of beta, you know. But under the right circumstances, you can see what the hype is about. So, I mean, I'd probably give it like a 7 for performance. It struggled out the gate, but once I started playing for a little bit, it kind of stabilized. But it just was on Wi-Fi. No, it wasn't hardwired in, so, and probably not the most optimal settings, but it works. Is it as good as Stadia right now? No. I'm not willing to say that. Stadia, you can play a lot of stuff really smoothly most of the time. xCloud is, you can see the potential, but not there yet.
Agreed. What do you think, Game Tech? And then also check out Game Tech's channel also, because that's where obviously you can see more what he's gonna say.
The situation with xCloud right now, and like you said, and I know I get hammered for this sometimes, but beta is beta. It is what it is. The rollouts just started last week, and from my understanding, at least here in the U.S., the first data center to open was over in California. And the way that they're rolling out the blades and the data centers, we could be connecting pretty far away, depending on where we're at, while they continue to catch up data centers. With that said, I'm not sure where I'm connecting to, but for me, and if you go check out my Outriders comparison, it's up now, and I don't like to plug my own stuff.
No, go ahead. It's appropriate.
Go off.
There's a ton of stuff in there. About launching from the browser, how quick they are, loading times once you're into a game, what's Outriders look like as far as side-by-side at 1080p, who's running the Sphere version, latency, that type of thing. For me, TC Gamer Dad, what he's talking about a lot right there is their stream quality's not there yet. They're still going to have work to do on that to get the tech up where it needs to be, but they'll catch that up. It's easier to catch tech than content. They got the content rolling. They'll be all right there. They'll get there, but it's not yet. Latency though on most games like Outriders, Dirt 5, and plenty of others, Rainbow Six Siege, the latency is at least as good for me on xCloud as it is on Stadia. And that for me says a lot, because Stadia is great when it comes to the tech, the latency, and the stream quality. It doesn't run most games specifically better than some other platforms, but it does the cloud part better. But latency-wise, a lot of it's just feeling better to me. I mean, honestly, I was playing Rainbow Six Siege earlier at 140 to 160 frames per second on xCloud. you know, with a really nice stream and almost no latency, and it was feeling really, really good today for me over there. So there's just a lot, but people are gonna have hit and miss experiences on that right now. It's a beta. Jump in, have fun, see how it works. But I guarantee you, you know, 6 months down the road or farther, Xbox is really coming on the technology part.
Right. I like how you put that. I really like how you put that, where they do have the content, and that's a huge advantage. Because the tech will get there. Everything that they've shown me, I think that the tech will get there. Let me jump to what Hell Monkey said right now. Hell Monkey, I think Hell Monkey's in Europe somewhere. I'm not sure, but Hell Monkey, it said XCOM is a hit and miss for me right now. When it hits, sweet as a nut. When it misses, so poor. Only Hell Monkey knows exactly what he's like, but I get the gist, what nut and all that. But yeah,
that's for everything cloud though, man. Everything cloud, dog. Everything cloud is so many variables. Nobody has the same experience. So I think just people just laying their hat down, trying to, you know, bully people into playing at a certain place. It's crazy because you don't know what the next man's living is like. Like, you don't know what their internet's like. You don't know what their access is like. You don't know what their experience is. So to attack somebody, based off saying, "Oh, I didn't have a great experience," is crazy to me. Like, I just had to like jump into a Reddit thing where they was attacking somebody else who didn't have a great experience on Stadia. He's like, "Nah, for me on Stadia, it doesn't work." And then there's like, "What are you talking about? You're crazy. You probably got a shit router." Like, dog.
Yeah.
There's like a million things connected in the way.
Problem, right?
Yeah, like, well, did you try Ethernet? Did you open up ports? Did you use this extension? Like, dog, man, the man just said it doesn't work.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I add something? Because everybody keeps mentioning hardwired and Ethernet.
Knowledge,
the
let's
point
go.
of cloud is wireless. I'm really tired of hearing people say you need to go get an Ethernet wire and hook it up to your CCU, or get the adapter for your Google TV, or look, I have 1 gigabyte down. I'm hardwired in. I'm Wi-Fi. I have more devices than you can count surrounding me. You do not need to hardwire in for a better experience on cloud. If it's not working for you on a really good Wi-Fi setup, it's not going to work for you probably that way. And if Ethernet does work better for you, there's probably something wrong with your Wi-Fi network to begin with. So you might want to start looking at that.
Where's that bomb drop? Where's that bomb drop?
Network as well. But stop with the Ethernet. Cloud's supposed to be wireless. You don't need devices. You can go out on 5G, 4G. You can go anywhere and game. I've done it. I've gamed on the worst 4G and had a great experience as well. It's hit or miss. You never know. Stop getting on people about the dang Ethernet.
I love that. I gotta snippet that. That's 45 minutes in.
Nothing but facts, man.
That was fantastic.
Nothing but facts.
But I love that.
Facts. That's facts, because I be having issues on the Stadia, on the Chromecast Ultra, and I'm hardwired in all these things, and I shouldn't have to be. You're selling me something that should be wireless. I shouldn't have to do all these extra steps. It should just work how it's supposed to work, and that's the bottom line.
Wow.
And play on different screens, like Stadia for me, before y'all get on my Twitter and, you know, find my IP or whatever y'all do. For me, it works horribly on browser, and I don't want to hook up a Chromecast to my computer just for the sake of playing Stadia. But other things work fine on my computer, like xCloud or GFN. Yeah, it's like, for me, it's not the experience.
You're definitely right. I had a Pixel Slate on Chrome browser playing Stadia, and that's when we was doing the raids. We was doing the Destiny 2 raids. Using the Pixel Slate, using the Chrome browser, having issues. Right? And these are all Google made controllable variables.
Right.
Having issues. And I go on a Microsoft and I Surface.
Like your sound going in and out.
Oh man, they don't want people to say nothing, man.
Is that a Sony microphone?
Yeah.
Let me stop. But no. But for me, see, that's what the other side. I stream Stadia. I play all Wi-Fi. All my content is Wi-Fi, and it works great for me. So it's like, you know, hey, that's just how it is.
Different for everybody.
It works great for me. I love it.
Like,
I struggled. I tell the story all the time. I struggled for about a year, man.
Wasabi! Just got it.
Yeah, I mean, hardwired, wireless. It's just. I had inconsistent results, and you know, it's just what it is, you know. But I'm willing to kind of deal with it. You know, the growing pains of sun in the background.
You can't even see. Oh, I got
the
lights. Sorry, it look white.
pains of Stadia, but you know, it should be. I'm looking a year down the road for things to be a lot better. I'm sorry, I can't. 2 years, 3 years into it, like things have to work somewhat decent. You know, even if it's 720p, give me that, but a stable connection and decent performance.
Yeah, I agree. They going at you, JD. Maker Chaos said the Sony microphone. You gotta pay extra $10 for the update.
Blue Yeti, man. Blue Yeti.
No, it's cool. Well, you love the ribs, man. That's all. Yeah, 17 people watching, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Maker Chaos, man.
Maker. I think he's in the Discord. Man, this guy's knowledgeable.
Maker's cool as hell, man.
Yeah, he's
Shout
cool.
out to Maker.
Anyone join Discord, man. It's just great. It's Sanctuary. I forgot I even run it. I always tell people to join. Like, it's really a community. You can make it your own. It's just great because instead of lurching on YouTube, sometimes the notifications don't work. You can put your stuff in there. I've gotten to see a lot more content that way. I get to see, like, because I'm just a fan. I'm the guy in the chat or lurking and just give your like and I move on. I'm that guy. Just on Thursdays I just do some content, but other than that, I'm just that guy watching people, man. All right, so that topic is cool. I'm so glad GTP was on here for that, because sometimes I'm just curious about some of this stuff. This is not a know-it-all show, man. It's just opinions, because I don't know, so I go on these channels and be like, what do you think? You know, I can only tell you my experience. That's all I know. All right, the next one, it kind of jumps off of the other one. It's the Rainbow Six Siege. So thoughts on it with Stadia, the port, the sale, kind of everything. What do you guys think? How was the port of who played? It's pretty good.
I haven't played yet, so
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's just Stadia.
Yeah. So in terms of that 1080p 60 ROM, what would you guys say? Well, for the price, man. What can you say?
The price is really good, but I mean, the price is cheaper elsewhere too. Like, for somebody who has access to Xbox or PC, you might as well play it there. On PC, it's $7.98.
Oh, it's like $7. Oh, okay. So this is wait. Real quick though, because people might be like, "Oh, Rainbow Six," because I got a lot of different people that come to the channel. They'd be like, "What game is that?" That's a PvP focused game, and it's been out for like what, 5 years now?
Yeah.
Years. So I just want to let people know, even though we're taking that content, because they might be like, "Is there another Rainbow Six?" No, we're talking about that one. But Rich, have you played it? Have you before or on Stadia?
No.
You haven't played it?
I'm intrigued though.
The price.
Listen, man. It's got to be a good game. If it's good, I'll buy it, no matter what the kind of the price is. But if people if it's good on Stadia, I'll probably give it a try. But you guys gotta let me know if it's
I'll have
worthy
to see.
pickup.
I'm not a big PvP guy, but so Game Tech, how? Oh, JD
PvP.
left. What do you think? Well, let me know about what you thought, like the game, not gameplay, but maybe like, because you didn't get to play it, but like, what do you think? Is it worth it? Me as a consumer, I don't love PvP games, but is it worth it for me to over Outriders? Like how there's inconsistent with Outriders, is it worth my money?
Yeah, because I was there on your stream when you tried Outriders on Stadia.
Oh yes, and you know me, I love Outriders. I've gotten bashed on that. I love it.
But you were on the Series X first, and that's the problem. It's ultra smooth, high detail, beautiful stuff over there. And when you jumped on Stadia, and while I do blame Stadia for the quality control for the initial release, I am now looking at the developer for more of the blame for not fixing that game. The game still has the same stuttering issues. You had it in combat, trying to aim, and you're like, dude, if I have to grind this game again and this is how it's going to perform, I'm not going to do it. Rainbow Six Siege is not Outriders performance on Stadia, thank goodness. It is not like that. It does have its little micro stutters and judder happening right now. I'm talking to a lot of people behind the scenes about that. We're also comparing pictures of it from GFN and Luna and Stadia and all that. But it's a good port. It does have some stutter and jitter for a lot of people right now. It is starting to smooth out a little bit. I'm getting 51 FPS to 60 FPS in game. The stream's a good steady 60, whether I'm 1080p, 1440p, or 4K. But the game's running at about 51 to 60 FPS, and that's kind of when you start to see some of those stutters and jutters. If I'm trying to get a headshot and that happens, it pops me off just a little bit. It bothers me. But I'm very used to snappy PC controls with basically you don't know what input latency is if you're a PC gamer, because there isn't it. So it's a different thing. But no, it is a good port, and those stuttery, juttery things will kind of even out. I imagine the game's also been getting hit by a lot of the Stadia community. Everybody's been waiting to get their hands on this game. So considering launch day for it on there, it's good for cloud. It's doing fine. It's not where I would prefer to play it. But if you're in the Stadia community and you've been waiting for this game, no worries. Grab it up. It's not like Outriders. I think you're going to have a good time with it on there. You may experience some of those small stutter things, but I'm not having any other issues with the game.
Okay, cool. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. That's really what I wanted to know. Because gameplay and stuff, like, obviously that's just down to me going through and see if I like it. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to know. I just can't do bad performance, man. And I'm not a stickler. Like, I'll take almost anything, but and I don't even know if it's because I play Outriders on the Series X. It was just bad. Like it was bad. You know, and that's me. Come on, I'm one of the easiest going people. When I go out to a restaurant, my wife's like, "You got to complain. Like, they didn't do the steak right," and I'm like, "Oh, it's okay." I'm one of those people. So for me to return it, you know, it was kind of tough. But I'm gonna check this out. But the thing about me, I'm very honest. I don't just cover games because I'm not doing what Game Tech does. So I'm not gonna cover a game just for views. I could have probably got a lot of views, but it wasn't probably something my heart was into. I'll play Ari in the seasons of the thing. That's just me. Yeah, I like to do honest content because I'm not like, I don't want to sway people's opinion because I'll just be there getting. And I'm pretty decent in PvP. I just probably not my type of game, but the other sales definitely will get into. What you think, Keith?
So yeah, it's a lot of excitement at launch, and I get it because they're getting a game that they don't have. They will soon see how sweaty R6 is. It's very competitive, and I was in a discussion. I forgot if it was today or yesterday because everything's all a blur. It seems like I always get into this discussion about FPS, and somebody said that you can't see more than 60 FPS. And I was like, dog, are you insane? Do your eyes not work? Because like I could see the difference between 60 FPS and 120 clear as day. And it makes a difference in games like this. I don't play R6 much. Like I mostly play, like, if I'm gonna do PvP, I'm in Valorant or COD or something like that. But with Rainbow Six, that extra 60 frames is a difference between life and death.
Okay. Hey, Kiefer, since you played Anders, thanks for coming through. I haven't seen you before, man. You know what to do, Anders. But I was thinking, he's saying there's no FOV slider. I think we're talking about, okay, so there isn't. Okay, no field of view if anybody doesn't know. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, it's and then I also tried out the Xbox Cloud version just to, you know, weigh it what's better to play on the go, even though I'm never gonna play it on the go. I'd rather play at my PC if I'm gonna play something sweaty like that.
Yeah.
Like it just felt way smoother on Xbox for me. My experience in browser, like it felt like playing almost locally, just a little bit less.
Really?
Were you on the 120? Do you have a higher than 60? Like, I'm guessing with PC gaming, you were running it on something that was higher than 120 FPS.
Yeah, PC gaming, I'm running like 300 frames.
Yeah.
On the
exactly.
on the Xbox, with the performance mode, it blows it away.
Yeah.
It blows away the Stadia version.
Okay.
I was at 9 milliseconds latency and 155 FPS on xCloud, and I was at 28 milliseconds latency, 51 to 60 FPS on Stadia. Yes, their stream was cleaner, but my experience on xCloud was better with Siege. But like you, I'm not going to play it there anyway. The game's way too competitive. It's either Series X or PC if I'm going to do that.
Okay. Right. So that kind of falls into that like comp kind of category. But I'm glad the community had a game like that, and I've never played it before, so I guess I fit into that lapse gamer too, man. I feel like I wasn't playing those games. Well, I'm just a different game. I'm a Legacy of Kain. Doesn't care about graphics. I love story. I love dialogue. I could play that all day. If that dropped right now, like a new one, I'll end the stream. I thank y'all, but I'll end the stream and go play. Like, I'm so into those, but like killing a guy, I'm just like, okay, you're better than me. Big whoop. Like, I don't know. I don't have that PvP, and I'm decent at PvP. Like in PvP games, I'm decent, but I need a carrot at the end of the stick. I'm a looter shooter guy. I want that shiny thing. Oh, I'll get it, but just to say I'm better than somebody, I don't know. I'm just gameplay wise, but I'm glad that the port is decent, which is good.
But this is very insightful, man. I think that
$15.
Folks kind of need to know some of the hard numbers, the facts. People like Game Tech, like you can kind of break it down. So when you are thinking about making that purchase, when you are thinking about jumping to xCloud or Stadia, it's good to see the raw numbers. It's not enough to say, oh, it looks great. Oh, Stadia is fantastic. It works great.
A 4K 60.
Well, not really,
Yeah.
So it's just good for you to get all the facts out there, and you can make the decision. Do you care about latency? Do you care about FPS? Do you care about like performance, or you just want to like play a little shooter game? You know what I mean? So I think getting the word out about how a game performs on whichever platform, I think is essential, and I think you guys are doing a good service for the consumer.
Yes.
Consumer Waypoint, baby.
Yeah.
Chase,
yeah.
Gamer TV.
I got a
There's a lot of
question.
people on there.
GTP, since you do all the stat breaking down, have you ever found a game 120 FPS on Stadia?
Found a game 120 FPS on Stadia?
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
No.
This looks like a Twitter beef just solved right now.
We don't have time to get into all that, but no, I've not seen anything. Most games
check it out,
struggle
Maker.
to hold 60 a lot of the time, let alone push to 120. And what I had said to somebody earlier in a chat was, they were asking about Stadia streaming 4K 120 in the future or 8K 120, and I said, okay, but you're talking about the stream. What's the game rendering at? What is the game? There's two different things when it comes to cloud: the stream FPS and resolution, and then what's the game's FPS and resolution running at? Two different things. And Stadia's hardware is not going to do no 8K 120 with the current AMD DPUs and CPUs they have. It's not physically possible. It's just not. If you're a PC builder, you can just look at the specs and know it can't happen. It just can't. Just like ray tracing on Stadia, it will come when they get new hardware, but you cannot ray trace on old 2018, 2017, whatever AMD GPUs that don't have RT cores. You can't do it. You have to have the new stuff. It doesn't work that way. It's not a software thing, it's hardware.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Let's see what Google said. Hold on. I got a rebuttal.
Oh, I've seen this so many times.
Stadia launches, we will have increased performance significantly to support resolutions up to 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR and surround sound. And in the future, we'll be able to stream games in up to 8K resolution. With a new technology.
Stream.
I was that guy in the crowd saying, "Woo."
In the future, man.
Look, and it's not a down on Stadia. I mean, people always think with the comparisons
marketing
that we do, or showing something looking better somewhere else, or the higher FPS, that you have to be hating on one when you do that, and that's so not the truth. And it's like what TC Gamer Dad was saying. The point is to get information out there for people to make informed choices. We're also here to answer questions, help with problems you might have with all this kind of stuff, and that's the point of my channel. It's just to help people. I love Stadia, but they have made so many mistakes and have really shooken my confidence personally in the platform. And the things that they promised and the things I'm looking at what they can actually do is just two different things. And I kind of wish they would revamp their image, get transparent, and really start talking to the consumer more, because Stadia has a lot of potential that's been wasted for 2 years.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm telling y'all go check out Game Tech, man.
Shout out to JT.
Yeah.
The videos.
He's dropping the heat, man.
He's a beast.
He's dropping the heat.
Man, this is all to make these companies fight for our dollars, man. Like, don't let them just get away with things that.
Xbox is about to put the fire under people when it comes to competition in gaming. They had a plan that's coming to fruition, and PlayStation and Google and Amazon and everybody will soon be catching up to Xbox if they're not careful.
Right. And that's just the tech, man. It's just like women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. That's it, man. It doesn't lie.
Love facts.
Facts, man.
They're very smart about doing the beta approach. Like, I think that's what Stadia should have stuck with in the first place. Like, kept it beta. That way you lower expectations.
I was smart too.
Hold on though. I have a little pushback with that, and then I'll let you go, JT. Only reason is it is smart to go beta, but I think, let's just be honest, they knew Xbox was coming with fire. Imagine Stadia coming out right now. People already like testing out. Imagine Stadia coming out now. People already have xCloud. I think they just wanted to rush to market, whether good or bad. Because look, I got games over there. They've got some people over there. I think that's what it was. But beta would have been better. But I know why. I'm just kind of saying why they came out.
Yeah. Definitely. They wanted to be first to market, but I think they took a bigger hit than they gained out of it. Because that PR hit, the first 2 years have been brutal. Like, their PR manager must have lost so much hair. They probably look like us, dog. Like,
hey, I choose to be bald.
There's reasons for hats, you know. As it comes to go back, you gotta start keeping Ohio State rep going.
Yeah, we died to him. What were you saying, Jay? You were saying something? I'm sorry.
Nah, I was just saying that anytime you're first to market, it's either a hit or miss with whatever you're bringing, because you're the first platform that's trying to do something on that scale. So they just took a risk. It's a risk reward. Like they just felt the risk outweighed was a great reward. Or not.
Yeah, I see. And I think that brings me to a segue, man. We're about to close, and I got a segue. A video is gonna premiere. Y'all plug up too, man. Listen, it's gonna premiere. I'm gonna change. I had it for Saturday. Let me put it tomorrow. Stadia needs a pro tech, a pro device. And somebody was saying NVIDIA Shield. Man, no, I want something branded. I don't want no workarounds. Like, I want a stick that you put into the TV that interfaces with everything better, like whatever, if it's AV1, if it's just the newest technology, if you're trying to be all out with cloud, like, just whatever it takes, because you see the difference from the Chromecast Google TV and then the old Chromecast Ultra. Menus are faster, all of that. I just think they need a pro level device, at least on offer. You can check that video out. It's gonna prepare tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Nice.
So you're saying a box?
Switch.
I said a stick. I said a stick.
It's a Nintendo Switch. What they did reverse
switch
engineering.
Yeah,
put it in the dock. You put it your dock your Stadia.
No, because you look at it, right? What's their priority with the new Google TV? It's not Stadia, obviously, because they just it can kind of work later. Have a device focus on that. Let people engineer it to like stream movies later, but let it be like I turn on my controller, it links up to my control. Because I'm a couch guy. I love playing on the couch. That's my ultimate thing, So I'm a console guy, but I want to use cloud. So it was just a food for thought video.
I will predict that Xbox will be the first one you see come out with a dedicated device that streams xCloud but does nothing else. None of the Netflix and all the garbage that everything else does is going to be dedicated for that, and I bet they're first.
Oh, you heard it here first. I think so. I think they're smart.
Didn't
you remember that
Phil's like hint at that?
Yeah, that's out there. Yeah. The stick and everything.
Yeah, I didn't just pull it out. I watch Phil all the time. So.
Yeah.
Remember I put the
shout out to Phil
Discord,
Spencer. He's watching.
The Reddit thing. Somebody booted up the NVIDIA Shield, the old one, the portable handheld device, and they had Stadia running on it. Like,
I see this all the time on Reddit.
Yeah, a lot of people want like a dedicated handheld.
Or a handheld? Ooh, that's like
a dedicated.
Well, they have
like
phones. That's
yeah.
Well,
like the Switch.
Yeah.
Because the Switch is because Nintendo's
branded
like a branded. Yeah, I'm all for that.
like a branded Stadia tablet, because the Switch, if you think about it, some of the games that they talked about at E3, they reverse engineered their streaming from the cloud to the Switch for some of these games. So what's stopping Stadia or Xbox from doing the same thing?
I'm all for that. More branding.
Yeah.
Talked about control.
They
Somebody,
need it.
my fault. Somebody had a question real quick. GTP. Rodella said, "Do you think the chip shortages are affecting Stadia and they're upgrading their blades?" Real quick, and then
No, I think they're affecting the consoles and PCs way more. I don't think Stadia is actively trying to upgrade necessarily. They might be shifting focus where they need to, which is more the content side, because they need to build player base. If they're not making a profit, how can they keep spending millions of dollars to put in new hardware, or they spent $10 million for Resident Evil 8 and other games? How can they keep that up if the revenue's not coming in? So I think they're more shifting towards building player base and working on content and kind of like what their next moves are, because they obviously took a hit this year. News hasn't been great for Stadia this year with SG&E and all the other things. So I think they've taken a step back to kind of refigure out their path a little bit. There are huge orders for AMD GPUs for Google, but I don't think they're being used for Stadia.
So hopefully, Rodella, you got your answer from that, and I would accept that answer, to be honest. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, I see them shifting to good news. Hey, we got this game. The tech works, man. The 4K thing, nobody even cares about. The xCloud's not doing that.
That's not their problem. So
yeah,
they've got other things to work on. I don't think they'd be sinking money into that just yet. They don't need to. It's not that they have bad tech. Just because you can't do ray tracing or certain things or certain games, it doesn't mean the tech's not there. They do have the power, but for some reason, developers aren't able to utilize it very well.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. I really want to get a dev, working on getting a dev on here to kind of talk about that. But yeah, that is interesting. I hope you got your answer. But yeah, I think that's
Gamer TV could probably go a lot deeper into some of that than I can.
Yeah, Gamer TV is another one. Consumer Waypoint, man. Those guys,
good guys in there.
Those guys, I've been slacking on their Twitter part. I forgot to go in there. So busy myself, man. But yeah, I just read like what the stuff we talk about on the Twitter. Oh my god, so knowledgeable. Awesome. All right, so I think we made it to the end, man. That was an awesome show. We had a great concurrent viewers, man. It was up in the 20s, man. Really appreciate that. All right, let's go around. Gamer Tech will plug his channel first, and then we go around.
Horrible at plugging. All right, guys. Game Tech Planet on YouTube, at Game Tech Planet on Twitter. Podcast Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. I do with my boy Jojo Norak that was in the chat tonight. And we just talk about everything gaming, not just cloud, but pretty much everything you can think of. So, and more comparison videos and news and stuff on the way.
Yep. Great. Awesome. Kiefer, where can we find you, man?
All right, Kiefer Fur on Twitch for my gameplay. Kiefer Fur on YouTube for hip-hop music reactions and live interviews with artists and people really doing dope shit. So come by on Saturdays for that.
Oh, nice. So you don't just do Stadia content?
No. I diversify.
I'm just joking.
Keeps me happy.
I'm just joking. I love that. That's what makes the panel great. People diversify. All right, TC Gamer Dad.
Yeah, check me out on YouTube, Christian Gamer Dad, and check me out on Twitter if you want to beef a little bit. Not really. I really post something.
Listen. He's a big dude, man. Like you will not want to see him in real life.
You don't want that.
He's chill right here, but he's a big. You'd probably be like chill.
Yeah.
I just play. It's all love.
You probably don't want to see me in person. TC Gamer Dad on
find his IP. Try to find his IP.
Nah, we pray for you, friend. It's the Christian Gamer Dad. We're not fighting. Just joking. All right, cool. JD, where can we find you, man? Or not find you everywhere.
Yeah, JD3MXP. You already know Cloud Station TV, Waypoint Gaming Podcast. I should be back to my regular streaming schedule Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then Stadia Bash Community Networks on Friday nights. New time slot, 5 p.m. on Fridays. And yeah, that's where you can find me at. One little shout out. I got to plug this real quick. Doing the Mortal Kombat 11 Pro Tournament again. Check the details in the Twitter. This time we're giving away cash prizes for first, second, and third place winners. Make sure you get your combat the score up to 2,000, 2,200 at least.
Oh, okay, to join. Oh, nice. All right, that's cool. I actually plugged you in one of my videos. I think it was the sale. Yeah, I put the JD3 thing in there. Yeah, because now people can buy Mortal Kombat. I remember plugging that. So yeah, hopefully that works out, man. And definitely do you put the JD3 in your tags? Because when I try to find you, it's harder to find. Yeah, YouTube.
Okay,
I would look into tagging a lot more, because only when I search for you, JD3 something Stadia, it's like some of my videos. See, I try to help each other here. Yeah, because it's good content. Yeah,
the crucial,
the
man.
search is tough. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
glad that
SEO
there's only
down,
one
dog.
Rick Tone, man. I'm just glad. Just me. All right, cool. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great night, and I'll swing it over. Who's doing content tonight? Any of you guys?
My content's pre-recorded.
Pre-record? Okay. I know Chariot usually stream, and JD might stream.
Yeah, Chariot.
Might be able to stream. Just depends.
Right. I'm gonna head over to Chariot, and I know Eddie. I usually pop in. They got a thing going on. Nintendo. Yeah.
Check out Chariot, man. Gaming, man.
Chariot's killing it, man. Check him out. He usually goes on around right now. Yep. All right. Take it easy, guys.
Peace. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
I told you last night. No! Where is Bart anyway? His dinner's getting all cold and eaten.